Sure. Where it will be is another question. Do we have a claw hammer? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Here we're very excited. Kosmos 482 is about to re-enter in the next 2 to 3 hours, plus or minus 3 hours. So could already be done. We don't know. What we're going to do is just bring you a bit of live coverage here. I've tried this a couple of times in the past where things are re-entering, and I thought maybe we'll catch it on the photo, but of course every orbit is about 90 minutes, so and there's usually a window with a high degree of uncertainty, so it's a bit hard sometimes to know and transport yourself from planet Earth to exactly the place that's going to get the best view. But we know that in about 10 minutes, if it's still up there, it's flying past Melbourne, about 20 degrees above the horizon. So I'm going to I've got my camera set up, so I'm going to just record the sky and just see if anything shows up, because you must be prepared. Expect the unexpected. We're pretty sure we know when this is going to come in. So there's a lot of great scientists involved in situational awareness, and the space programs around the world have been tracking this object. So Kosmos 842. Just make sure I've got the right number there. 842. Yeah, it's so I think I might have, maybe I've got that around the wrong way. Let me just double check here. Kosmos 482. I beg your pardon. Kosmos 482. So Kosmos 482, which is NORAD ID. I think it's 6073 is the NORAD ID. So what I'm going just to do, we've got 10 minutes before it comes past. So what we're going to have a look at is just exactly where it is right now and where it's tracking. So I am going to try and share my screen with you. So where is my screen share? New scene. I'm going to share my screen and we will look at let's look at the Chrome tab. We're going to look at the window. We might as well share. No, we're not going to share the. Oh, here we go. We'll go. No, entire screen. All right, we'll just stay out of the endless loop that this will create. If I'll go to the thing first, and then we'll pick our screen here. And share. We'll share the entire screen. That's the easiest way to do it. Although it's not. Also share the audio. Yeah, we'll share that as well. Or is it not? It's not doing that. We'll do the Chrome tab. We'll just do it via the Chrome tab. Here we go. So anyone like to join us? If you want to drop a question in the Q&A queue, I might see if we try and get to those. Looks like we've got a few people on board, so welcome from around the world. This is completely hit and miss as a live show, so unpredictable things can happen. We've got Kosmos flying past Melbourne in about 10 minutes. So let's I'll share the screen first. So this is Kosmos 6073. Now, assuming it's still up there, this is Satellites travel along predicted paths. Now I'm down here in Melbourne, so it's coming. It's coming past now. The projected, a lot of smarter people than I have projected windows here that suggests it's going to re-enter at 0636, according to one model by Dr. Marco. Marco, we'll have a look at his model here. Share this tab instead. So Dr. Marco Langbrook, this is on his socials. You can see the zones of uncertainty are coming down here, and this is where it's going to cease to exist. So according to Dr. Marco's model, this is universal time 6:35, which is about 1 hour from here, but it's got a certain uncertainty of plus or minus 3.7 hours. So some of the other models Dr. Marco is saying are a little bit earlier than his. So, you've got to take pot luck. If we could capture this thing, it would be quite incredible. So as you can see, it's just coming over Indonesia, right? Assuming it's still up there, it might have already come in. We probably won't know, but some lucky person on the planet is going to get photos, and I'm going to show you just in case it comes in the next 20 minutes. Hopefully it'll be me. But anyway, I'm just going to step out for a minute, and we're going to have a look at I'm just going to stop sharing here, stop sharing my screen, and I'll give you, we'll come back to my main camera here, back to my main camera, and I'll show you what I've got set up here. So about 21 degrees above the horizon is about here, right? And the sun is over the other side. So if there are any vapor trails or contrails or high atmospheric disturbances there, we'll hopefully catch it on my little iPhone here, which is sitting on a nice little tripod. So I'll be able to capture that as it goes across. So we are about, go back to our scene here. Where's our main? That's our main feed. This is all live and unrehearsed. So we're flying by the seat of our pants here. It was this one, wasn't it? This one, the scene. What we want hasn't been set up yet. Why is it? Oh, was it set up a minute ago? I think. Oh, we got to add a new scene. Add a new scene. Media. And we want our screen. We'll go back to our screen share. Now, this is the prediction one. So this is N2YO, which is another great, you can see 6073 Kosmos. I've spelled it with a K, but sometimes it's spelled with a C. Who knows? Who knows? So anyway, this is the map here. So I'm down here in Melbourne. So at about 15:12, which is about 8 minutes from now, it'll start to come over the horizon. And don't believe there's any telemetry on board, so we're not actually going to be able to pick up any telemetry. My antenna got sat on by a noisy miner and knocked over, and it's out of action at the moment. So even if it did have telemetry, we would not be getting it. So what I'm going to do at about when it comes, I'll zoom in here a little bit for you and see. So it's coming in over Western Australia now. So I'm sure some really powerful radio telescopes and all sorts over in WA. So I'm not sure if they'll be interested in this. So a little bit about Kosmos 482. It was launched in from Turia to Nam Missile Space Complex, I think Balkanor, many years ago. It's 495 kilograms wet, and I think that's with all its fuel on board, but it's 470, might have had 20 kilos of fuel, and it's all gone. So I can't do anything about it. re-entry trajectory. It's going to re-enter. So what happens is when rocket bodies or things back in the 70s, that there was no thought put into how they might land and where they would come down. Today, if you put something up, you kind of have to tell people what your deorbit strategy is, should it need to come down. And that's kind of built into some of the payloads these days. But anyway, what we've got today is a very different space industry to what was around in the 1970s. So here if it's still up there, it may not. We're inside inside zone of uncertainty. So the projected model, two models had it around 6 universal time, which is you add 10 hours for Australia, that's 14, which is about an hour from now. So plus or minus 3 hours. So we're well into the zone of uncertainty. And if it comes in early, we might just get lucky. So who knows? We can only hope for the best. Let me see, someone's on LinkedIn who I know who's very interested in space. What's he up to? He's just talking about the Great Space Free Plug. There's a great space science conference in Adelaide in June next month, and I'll be at that. So that's very exciting. So we're getting close here now. It's supposed to, if we go back to the other map, the N2YO map, you can see here 1510. It should be crossing the South Australian border. If it's still up there, which will be quite, who knows? This is an absolute lottery. And I'll just go back here. I'll stick with this for another couple of minutes just before I cross, because I want to be operating my camera at the time it's actually overhead, just in case something does happen. So it's coming in from the northwest here, so which is can I do it without dropping the feed? Sure, I can. Yeah, I'll show you in a minute where it is. Okay, we might come up here. That's my main feed. No, I'll leave it to there. Anyway, you can actually see. I just want to keep the browser sharing going. So for those, so we will all know if it has. So what's going to happen? So somewhere around the world, some lucky person might look up and see a trail of debris in the sky, or a bright. It's in daytime, so we may not see a lot. But if it's going through and bouncing off the atmosphere and leaving trails of fiery sparks or something, there should be enough of a contrail for us to perhaps pick that up, because it's pretty big. And things that are coming in at very high speeds and they're very big, they tend to leave trails behind them in the sky. So that will be quite exciting. So it's 3:10. So you can see here, down here, it's getting close. So the closest part here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually turn my camera on now, put on video, and I'm going to go 2 times zoom. And part of the problem here might be that the iPhone may struggle to, but it's usually very hard. It may struggle with focus because it's got nothing to particularly focus on. But anyway, we will give it a go. So I'm going to come back to, there's my main feed here, main feed, and you can see here, I'm going to press video play. That's recording, so I'm going to record for 5 minutes and just see if anything happens, and we'll we'll let you know. So, I've tried this a few times before when things are re-entering, and you never can tell. It's just absolute pot luck where you happen to be on planet Earth. So that is just the luck of the draw. But if it's going to happen over my house, I want to make sure I get it on camera. So you always have to be prepared. So who knows? So I'm just going to see. I've got a beautiful blue sky day here in Melbourne. So we shouldn't have. We've got some nice feed there. So that's recording. And we should be, I'm just going to check the map. So if you just bear with me. This has been quite an interesting event because so 1512 is going to be its closest approach, which is about now. Don't see anything up there at the moment. I probably should have my binoculars out as well. I don't see anything up there right now. Let's have a look at track. Yeah, it's gone past, so to the southeast. So probably should be looking this way. And it's gone to the southeast of us. So I'm not sure we're going to see anything. It doesn't see. Sorry, I've got my trying to do too many things with too many hands here. Oops. So yeah, it's well to the southeast of us. Yeah, if it's still up there. So I'm not sure. So what I'll just do is share one of the I'll just go back to our. I think didn't see anything on the camera. I'll do a zoom past later, but I don't see any trail or debris or anything. So we didn't get lucky today, but it's good. It's good to meet new friends and talk about. So thanks for joining us. Let's have a look here at. So you can see here the satellite's well past us now. What are we doing here? I'll share the screen. Yep. So if we go down, oh, hang on. If we go, oh, yeah, I'll go to this one. Yeah, so you can see, sorry. So it's heading out towards New Zealand now. So we didn't particularly observe anything. We're out to the southeast of us now. So one of the interesting things, so this is the what you can see here is that there's three lines here. One is the orbital period. Those of you who know space, that's how long it takes to go around the Earth, and that's decreasing because it's getting closer to Earth. The apogee is the furthest point away, and the perigee is the closest point away. And you can see those two things have been coming together and drastically decreasing, and we'll go to zero in the next 3 hours. So we didn't look like we got it here in Melbourne today. So good luck to whoever's next on point. So if we go back to the top of the screen here, we're expecting that if we go, we zoom out here. So going to go over the Great Southern Ocean and around, and then so some people in Brazil and some of the other in about 45 minutes from now they may get lucky. Who knows? So anyway, I just thought we'd bring you that live here. We do a lot of live coverage here on QR5. We've got some great videos and previous live events for space situational awareness, and some of the videos and tracking the Mariana mission and Cagnini, which is our favourite little spacecraft here in Australia. So I if you want to follow us and keep up to date in space and all things space cyber, and you can. We'll go back to our screen here and give you the outro. So this is where you can get all your information about QR5 Cyber and QR5 Cyber News, where we write about space science, in our YouTube channel, QR5-Cyber-EXP. This will be up live streaming there and out to Twitter and the artist formerly known as Twitter, now known as X. So thanks very much for joining us. We've got 50 people online today. If anyone, let's just check before we go that if there are any questions you'd like to no, oh yeah, I was that is not necessarily officially known as the man cave, the garage, but it's a nice little lab where I do stuff. So yeah, it's yeah, thanks for that, Mr. Helly. So yes, it's nice, and I was just doing some painting in there earlier this morning. So yeah. Anyway, we're kind of planning to have some of these on Sunday nights where we're doing a bit of software-defined radio kind of stuff, tracking satellites and things. So space situational awareness is a growing area of cybersecurity because there's a lot of stuff up there. There's 10,000 things in orbit and 500,000 pieces of space debris, and one less today. So anyway, thanks for joining us, and hope everyone's having a great weekend. And we'll sign off now and see you next time. Thank you. Bye.